Hello! We are back. Back in action. Another one bites the dice. Quelmar's deep dive into Curse of Strahd. I am your Dungeon Master Tyler, and with me are my five, count them, five amazing, wonderful players who are going to introduce themselves now, starting with he's below you. Yeah, I know there's someone there now. It's not just random screen
It's
names
weird.
with text under you.
It's weird. I don't like that.
Kelsey.
Yeah, hi, I'm Kelsey. How do we do this thing again? It's been so long.
Who are you
Tyler.
playing, and what is their, let's say, what's their class?
I'm playing Winnie Fatouine, and she is a artificer.
Love it. Liana.
Hi, I'm Liana. I will be playing Willa Fashion. I I'm a bard. And that's that.
Nell.
Hi, I'm Nell. I play Lady Isadora Mariana Coletta Louisa Carlisle, and I am a ranger. Mostly cleric, low ranger.
Mostly cleric. James.
Hello. I play Zoot. He is a wyvern-born. His full name, though, and few people know this, is actually Wide Zoot. So if you're looking to I would go to the Qualmer Wiki, update it now. It's canon. Wide Zoot is his name.
This is canon. This is a canon change. Belmarcon trivia. Yes.
I'm done. Move along. I'm a barbarian.
Hector.
You're a barbarian. All right. I am playing Hector Fashion for the second/first time ish, whatever. And he is a ranger.
Love it. Before we get started tonight, we have a very special shout out to Quelmar's sponsor. Yes, that's right. Our humble little channel, this little thing that Spider-Man JJR started so many years ago, now has a sponsor. And that sponsor is Arkenforge. And so we're going to ask you to sit back and watch this ad.
Unknown centuries later is when our story begins.
How is it that I might help you?
Yes.
Thank you, Arkenforge. Thank you for
Thank you,
sponsoring
it's
Quelmar. What is it, James? Every copy of the Master's Toolkit that is downloaded using code
Exactly.
Quelmar Forge helps out the stream, helps out the channel. So we appreciate you. And with that spooky cue, let's dive into a little recap. So our 4 adventurers, Winnie, Willa, Isadora, and Zoot, found themselves in a bit of a predicament. Winnie hanging onto the outside of the castle rampart walls, Zoot flying down his newly crafted wings, allowing him to save and rescue the young Winter. chased back into the castle and couldn't find their way out. Willa had a great idea after hearing from a specter, as Willa does often, talks to ghosts, it's kind of her thing, that there was potentially an ally, some help, a way out, down in the crypts of the castle. Piddlywick had told her to find his body there. So they delved deeper, down through the castle, fighting off animated armor, and into the catacombs, where they stumbled upon a mysterious yet familiar figure. Winnie and Willa, your cousin Hector, manacled, shackled, chained to the wall of the catacombs, hadn't eaten in days, seemed pretty rode hard, put away wet, as they say. He was looking rough, looking real rough. And you managed to remove his manacles and his shackles, get him some nutrition. And just as you all were having a brief reunion and trying to figure out how the hell are you going to get out of this castle, a voice, a familiar voice from down the hall, called out to you. What are you doing down here?
These are the ones that I saw, Master. I told you they were down here.
And you see at the end of the hallway, Strahd's captain, second in command Rahadin, and that mongrel folk, Cyrus, who a few of you had crossed paths with down in the ossuary.
We were hoping to make our way out. We were promised an escort that never arrived.
Why do you have a cousin down here? How do you have a cousin down here? Why is our cousin down here?
Rahadin sort of chuckles. That is for me to know, and, well, maybe he will tell you. I'll ask you again. How did you find yourselves down here?
And I'll ask you again, why is our cousin chained up down here like some... No.
Winter. He asked first. It's only fair. We have to answer the law. Law of answer order.
Now you care about the law. Nuh-uh.
Look, our answer is simple. We have a simple answer. I hope you have a simple answer. We came through that hole. And I'll point to the wall. I think it was an illusionary wall.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll point to the illusionary wall, which presumably still looks like a wall.
Looks like a wall.
Yeah. It was a hole. It's not. Yeah, there was a hole. We came through there.
Rahadin sort of gazes over the four of you. Zoot, make a persuasion check.
Ooh. Don't mind if I do. I got a +5 on a natural 1.
But it's a natural
So, yeah.
What I think is that this was your plan all along.
Oh my god.
You knew this man was the prisoner of the Count. You used his hospitality, his invitation to dinner, as a means of secreting yourselves away into his sacred crypts.
Do we look like people with a plan?
Zoot, now can we beat him up?
Wait, was
Yes,
that a
as a no.
plan? He
Well,
doesn't.
yes,
He.
or get our ass handed to us.
Joke's on you,
All
sucker.
three of you definitely have 8 on you.
We never have
Winnie,
played.
Willa, Zoot. You could all have.
Who has 8 on them, Isadora?
I have it marked. It would have been Zoot, Willa, and Winnie.
Thank you.
I've got 8 active on my sheet right now, so I'm definitely one of them.
Can I ready an action?
Why don't you just let us go?
Cyrus, leave us. And the mongrel folk sort of looks back at Rahadin and sort of a, are you sure? And then turns and starts stumbling back down the hallway holding his lantern. What a
I'll turn.
curious group. Yeah, go ahead, Zoo.
I was as the Mongol folk are running away. I just wanted to quickly turn back to Isadora and Willa and be like, "Was that our plan? That sounds like a really good plan, but I missed a lot. So I just need to. Was that our plan? Okay,
No.
okay. I'll turn back.
Thanks for checking.
I am interested. What do you know of this man? And he gestures to Hector.
I'm looking at the sisters. I don't know shit about this man.
What
He's
do
my
you
family.
know about this man?
Do you know of the crimes he has committed?
Do you know the crimes you've committed?
I have committed no crimes, little one. This man speaks out against the Lord of the Land. Attempts to destroy his
So
followers.
y'all don't recognize freedom of speech. Cool. Got it. What else?
Destroy is such a strong term.
And what would you say?
I mean, they're not living, right?
Winter.
Yeah.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I was waiting for it. So that's an 18. Yeah.
Sort of looks you down. Turns from you. Stares you down, Hector. It seems that I am at a disadvantage.
Mhm.
Yes. You are. So you should just let us go.
And he nods.
All right.
And he
Great,
turns.
we'll go.
He turns and he walks away. And follows Cyrus back down the hall. So the 5 of you are left.
Zoot, hold me back. Yeah, you better run.
I
Putting a hand over her mouth.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have like a hand on her shoulder loosely. I'm just. So this feels like a trap, yeah?
I don't see what other choice we have. I'd rather not look a gift horse in the mouth and just.
Hey, Tyler. I'd like to cast a spell, please.
Yeah.
I would like to send a message to one of the people at the winery and ask if Irina is there.
Okay, so you reach out.
Yeah. Reach out to my little thing.
And what do you say?
Strahd is coming. Is Irina there?
You hear back. Who is this? I don't know what this is.
Shit, I can I keep like I can only send 25. It's Willa. Irina? We left her with you?
There's a pause. Yes, she is safe. That's it.
Irina is still safe at the vineyard. So we should make our way there.
Let's get out and get to her.
Agreed. Do we not need to stop by the Piddle Paddle dude's gravesite?
It's fine.
We need to leave.
We
Sounds
got
good.
Hector instead, so that's
Yeah, I'm
that's
fine with that.
me. Yeah, we should go.
Do you go back
lead
the
the
way
way.
you came, or do you follow Rahadin and Cyrus?
If I'm
We were
leading the way,
following,
I'm gonna.
Irina's hand.
Yeah. Is it okay if we follow them?
Willa, can you bring your little hand back? I think we should follow the hand where it tells us to the exit.
Oh, the hand. Yeah. Yeah. The hand.
There's a hand.
What hand?
Your hand, Willa. The
Oh,
magical pointing hand that tells
Oh.
us how to get out of here.
it's not showing us how to get out. It's showing us
The ghost hand.
how to find
Fiddle
Those-
wings.
Can you tell the hand to show us out instead of the ghost?
Yeah, we can. I should be able to do that. So I'm gonna cast guiding hand
Mhm.
again. So my little skeletal hand will appear. And I'd like it to take us to the vineyard.
I'm gonna roll to hit the skeleton hand.
Roll an attack.
Stop.
I got an 18 on the attack.
Every time. Zoot
Can I roll to like dodge
Zoot
my hand? Like,
swings. And are you swinging with the
I'll probably just use my battle axe.
battle axe? Okay, and you swing
Yeah.
through, and the axe just
Ah,
right through the spectral hand.
I hate these things!
does it go away?
No. It's just-
Okay.
Battle axe passes
Can
through,
you-
and it keeps drifting.
Can you stop? Can you stop fighting it? It's part of me.
You're not a ghost.
I got a ghost.
Yeah.
In me. Yeah.
Oh.
So we're just gonna follow
Didn't
that
we
and
all
hopefully
technically
it'll
die?
happen.
So who's to say if we're not all ghosts, right?
You guys died?
Well, Hector's not a ghost. Unless he is.
No.
Yes, but how about we do the touching stories as we walk? Walk with touching stories.
Great. So yeah, I will follow the hand.
Okay, so you follow the hand, and it actually goes the way that Rahadin and Cyrus walked. And it takes you down a corridor and up a long, sort of skinny set of stairs. They're almost the opposite of those grand stairs that you walked up in the main hall. They are tiny and dank with low clearance above your head. You're kind of, despite the fact that you know that the two of them walked this way, there are still cobwebs and spider webs that you're breaking seemingly for the first time, as if they've been there for a long, long time. And the staircase ends at a solid stone wall, and the hand passes through it. You muted, James?
I would like to walk up and try to put my hand through it again. This wouldn't be the first wall.
That's what I was gonna do. Yeah, I'll let Isadora go first this time.
Okay, Isadora, you put your hand up to the wall, and it is solid.
Hmm.
Fuck.
Have you tried knocking?
My guess.
Oh, looks like Zoot's knocking.
Zoot, you knock
Knock,
on the
knock,
wall.
knock.
Solid.
Well, there's only one thing for it. Oh, I was gonna blow it up.
Is this like a hallway?
You are
Somewhere?
in a tiny stairwell.
It's fucking damn it. And let's go down. We were up too high earlier. So let's go down. Let's see if we can get to the
Can I make an
Ground
investigation
level?
roll?
Yeah, making of the wall.
Yeah, I was trying to see like if there's any like indentation, something that might say this is a secret entrance door that has like a pressure plate activated, some
Yep.
sort of thing like that.
Roll an investigation check.
What's my investigation? It's pretty high. Sorry, it keeps. It's okay. Unnatural 20. Sorry.
Dirty 20.
Unnatural.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, dirty
So
20. Sorry.
you feeling around the sort of edges and the corners of the wall, and you find a stone that's seemingly out of place in the top right corner.
Huh.
And you push that stone sort of just gently with your hand, but nothing happens. It feels as if it's meant to move something.
Mm-hmm.
There's pressure, and you found this mechanism. You as an artificer know that this is something mechanical,
Mm-hmm.
but when you activate it, seemingly nothing happens.
Hmm.
Which of you is at the back of the group?
Oh no.
I love the eyes.
Me.
Those
I probably
You all just said not me. One of you is.
I probably moved to the front one.
It's Hector. It's Hector.
Yeah, I'll say Hector is probably in the back.
Well, way to put the almost dead guy at the back. Real
Hey,
nice,
I
guys.
think
Real
yeah, I
nice.
take a potion.
Oh
That's
yeah, you did
fine.
take a potion. That's fine.
I'll be fine.
Hector, you, while Winnie is sort of feeling around the wall and Zoot and Isadora are just like jostling each other in the stairwell.
Yeah, that's what we do.
That's what they do.
Sure.
Yeah,
You
that's real.
you just feel this coldness run down from like the top of your neck down your back, and you feel breath right behind your ear.
He will slowly turn around.
You turn around and at the base of the stairs, what once was a hallway is now a solid stone wall.
Hey guys.
Yes?
Don't want to freak anybody out, but any kind of gestures to the staircase
turn
that
to
is
look.
now a stone wall.
So it was a trap, you're saying?
Uh,
I would like to go down the stairs to see if there are any doors or hallways leading on. Continuing on.
Down at the base of the stairs?
Yeah.
So you head back down, and where there once was the hallway that you turned into the stairwell from, there is now just a wall.
Oh, sorry, we're at the
Yeah,
bottom
Hector's
of
at the
the
bottom of the
stairs.
stairs.
Oh. Yeah, no, then never mind. I want to go up the stairs. I want to go the opposite direction.
Okay, so you walk back up the stairs, and you find Winter just kind of continually pressing this stone in the right corner, but nothing's happening.
Zoot, Hector, can you push the same point that Winter's pushing, but on your stone wall down there?
door. So Hector will feel around and kind of like do the same like top right corner area.
Do you want to make an investigation check?
Sure. That is a 12.
Winnie sort of points out this mechanism to you, and you're able to sort of press it, but nothing's really activating yet.
But there is a similar.
There is a similar
Okay.
mechanism.
Let's push them at the same time.
All right.
Ready?
Well, like
On three.
Are we doing on 3 or 3 and then go?
On three. Let's do. No, 3 and then go. 3 and then
3
go.
and then go. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Ready? Remember, 3 and then go.
Right.
Not-
right.
not on
yeah.
three.
Not on
Okay.
3, but 3 and then
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Ready?
Okay. Yes.
1, 2, 3. Go.
Both of you make dexterity checks to make sure that you press them right at the same time.
Or saving throws.
I hope it's not a save.
Make a check. Dexterity checks.
Hey, let's go. It's another dirty 20.
Oh, phew. Okay. I thought that was bad at first. I got a 17.
17 and a 20. You press them, and all of you are able to hear like the sliding click of stone right at the same time, and the buttons are pressed. Nothing.
Yeah, I don't think it worked.
All right, this is probably a cliche, but let's just, this is so ridiculous. But they're vampires. Can I make somebody bleed a little bit? It's not me. I would do myself, but it'll hurt me more than it'll hurt you.
I extend my hand. Oh, wow. Let's go.
I'd love to prick Willa's finger, and then get a little bit of blood on the mechanism.
Isadora, you cut into Willa's finger, take
Ow.
a couple drops. Are you like taking her hand and putting it on there? Are you?
Sure, yeah. I'll move her little finger, her little cut finger, and try to push the thing with it.
Okay, so you push. Which one are you at? You're at the upper one or the lower one?
Upper
Okay,
one.
Upper
so
one.
you take Willa's bleeding finger and push that stone button. You hear something click that's different than previous times.
I love puzzles, guys. Hector, do you mind doing the same thing? A bit of a little prick, trying it down there?
I turn to Zoot and I'm like, Don't even think about it.
Yeah. Battle axe in hand.
Does Hector have? I'm assuming maybe like some kind of like wound that he might be able to like kind of reopen and then
Just ooze onto the
it just
stone.
ooze onto the stone.
Yeah, sure. Just like
Okay.
pick the scab.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like below
yeah,
my
great.
arm or something, and yeah, just
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Put the bloody scab onto the stone, and
Yeah.
you press it,
Owl.
and it clicks, and then you hear a slide and a rush of air as both walls just move forward and then slide up into the ceiling, and the way is clear. The hallway that you came down below is back, and at the top of the stairs you see a hall that you came in.
How did you do that? How did you know that?
My older sister really loved coming up with riddles and puzzles for us when we were younger. So I had a lot of practice on a lot of long, boring nights, solving her little games.
Okay, that's fun. Let's go.
Oh, remind me next time, Lady Isadora, you could hold the books. I'll give you a little nod of like, impressed. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed.
Oh, Isadora, she's like a little bit, she blushes a little bit. Like she's not smart. That's not her strength. But that's nice to have the smart one in the group. Be a little impressed.
I'll lead the way up the stairs and out into whatever lies ahead. Battle axe ready. As an action, I'd like to ready a rage if something were to come at us with full biting force, as if we feel like we're about to be attacked. I'd like to rage before the battle. I'm on edge. I'm super on edge is what that translates into.
Yep,
I'm
got
just
it.
like, "Ugh."
Totally.
I hide behind Zoot.
I need all of you to make perception checks.
Good.
Is this vision, Tyler?
This is hearing. Oh, and are you trying to be stealthy, or are you just booking it for the front doors?
Well, let's.
I'm
Not
always trying to be stealthy.
I would say Hector probably is not trying to be stealthy. Like I think he's probably just ready to get the F out of there.
I rolled a 22. Do you want me to roll for stealth as well?
22. Nope. Perception checks.
Alright.
Zoot 20.
Hector also
26.
Jesus.
Hector 20.
Yep.
Isadora.
16.
Damn, y'all.
We
Perceptive
see
bunch.
everything.
You hear all.
I actually am blind. I don't see much at all.
Wait, Tyler, don't I have disadvantage on something because I hear screams all the time now?
Oh yeah, you have disadvantage. Sorry, you have disadvantage on perception checks that.
Yeah. So this
require
would count,
hearing.
right?
Yeah, this would count.
Does this? Okay. So that's a 19,
Oh,
not
okay.
a 25.
All right. So you all hear a faint bird call. It's a caw. And cutting that, just as the raven began to sing, the organ from the dining hall starts to play.
I hate that guy.
Oh, somebody's quite talented.
But no one is
Oh.
in the hall. The hallway is empty. The chamber to the castle is deserted, and the doors leading outside to the ramparts that you crossed to enter the castle are there before you.
Go! Let's go! 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 Run!
You all book it out of that castle and back onto... One second. Onto the bridge, across the bridge, through the open gates, and onto the road, where all you hear are the cracks of thunder and the drizzling sound of rain. And you've seemingly made it out of the castle with your lives. What do you do? Where are you going? The rain is coming down. It is pouring.
You know,
Right
we
now.
never got my stuff.
I'll make you new stuff.
Yeah, I think we should return to the winery. It's check on Irina.
Oh, there's a winery?
We need to get our cart back. We sent our cart to Valaki or Barovia, one of them.
Barovia Village. We should be alright. It's too long of a trip otherwise.
So back to the village.
Barovia Village is closest. As I thought.
Get to see your man again, Lady Isadora.
He cannot see me. He will not see me. This is of utmost importance. Let's walk there. Let's walk.
I'm gonna watch our six the whole time. I'll be in the back of the group this time, and I'm just gonna be watching from behind as the castle disappears further and further away.
Whatever Hector left in the castle, I'll take notes down on what he left there and start making new stuff for him. Because we are not going back to that castle. Over my dead body.
You all follow the road as far as the road leads. It curves into the woods pretty quickly after you've left the castle grounds. We did, you're right. You were in the castle for a long time. In
Hey, we
real time,
marched down
in real
March.
life time and in game time. You wander down the road, and as you leave the castle grounds and trek towards the village of Barovia that you were able to see from up on the hill as the castle overlooked it, the rain settles, the storms seem to pass unnaturally quickly. The overcast skies staying that Barovian gray that seems to always be there. And you hear the familiar sounds of the Sphalic woods.
I have a question about these woods.
Yeah.
Is what's her name, Tatiana, with us here?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, I was confused because I thought we left her at the winery.
Yeah, you
but okay, great.
Sorry,
I was
sorry,
like,
sorry.
oh, she was hiding in the woods outside. She found us.
And you come upon. No, my bad.
Just as they obviously let us leave. Does anyone have any guesses as to why? They could have easily killed us. They did, in fact.
Oh, right.
It's a trap.
Why are
You guys
we
died?
here? Yes. Long story.
Hmm.
It's actually a really short story, just a long fall.
Too soon.
Sounds painful.
Do you while
He won't.
while we're on our way to town, I had some questions for you, Hector. Now that you're here,
Ask away, scaly friend.
yeah. First off, do you have any weird dreams?
Tyler, do I have any weird dreams?
You have been visited pretty consistently. You don't know by whom, you've
Ask
never
us by
gotten a
whomst.
name, you've never really interacted. But all you've seen in these dreams over the past, God, it seems like months. These four sort of ghostly figures moving through an unfamiliar landscape. And each one sort of they look like a pair of eyes floating above and behind them. And you've been this sort of observer of this, and you haven't really been able to make sense of it, but you've just seen these four figures walking through a nondescript, unfamiliar landscape, and each one watched by a pair of eyes.
So Hector would relay that, and then kind of add like, now that I think about it, I guess that might be you guys, four of you. I don't know.
You don't have anyone watching you?
Not that I see.
What did they? I'm sorry. Now would probably be the time for the backstory. How did you get here? How did they get you?
Where did I come from? Where did I go? Uh, Tyler and I haven't really discussed that. Tyler, did you want to fill in any details?
Yeah, so Hector, you came into the world, into this land by accident. You were on your way to university with your family. You knew you were going to be a few days or weeks behind, but you were headed there. And then you went to sleep one night and woke up surrounded by this all-encroaching mist. And you stumbled your way through the mists. And you've been in the land for seemingly 6 months. Forging relationships, making friends, allies, recognizing the sort of terror that grips the hearts of the people. You began formulating plans. Until one night you were beset upon by a group of werewolves. Gashed, bloodied, beaten, and dragged into the crypts of Castle Ravenloft, where you sat for seemingly, God, another 6 or 8 months. So you were found today.
Hector relays that, and then is like, "Wait, so how long has it been for you guys? Uh, how long was it in Quelmar?"
Less time than that. I think.
Wasn't it like a couple weeks or something?
2 months
2 months. That's
since
what
you
it
were
was.
supposed to
Okay.
arrive at school?
And then we spent 2 years here, crawling through the mists, becoming lords of the land, and rising through the ranks. I wish. It's been hard. But we've done well for ourselves, I think.
Has it been 2 years?
Yeah.
Now,
Once a piece.
I mean, we've only, just to recap, just for all of us, I mean, we've been out here in Barovia for how many weeks? 2 weeks tops?
2 weeks.
3 weeks,
Yeah.
2-ish, 3-ish weeks? Yeah. Yeah.
A lot has happened in a little time.
Is it possible that time moves differently in his castle?
I mean,
It's possible time moves differently in this whole
Yeah.
realm.
that's what I would imagine.
Willa, my birthday was coming up.
Hector, what are you good at?
Killing things. Not being seen.
Yes, that was the hope, but how?
What was? Sorry, what was that?
Yes, that was the hope, but how?
Oh, how do you kill things? Well, I mean,
How do you kill things? I touch them.
typically,
You bashes their skull.
no, typically, probably stab them through the heart or cut off their heads. Seems to do the trick.
All right. Sounds good. Got a singer, a toucher, stabber, a basher, and I don't really know what to say, a thrower? She throws a lot of things at people. Throws a lot of rocks. A rock thrower. It's a good team. Feels very balanced.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Are we still dressed in our dinner clothes?
No, we
You
slept the full
changed.
night. We
Yeah,
put
you-
our
Oh, we
you
did. We
changed
did
that
change.
night,
You're
yeah.
right. You're right. Okay,
You
good.
rested.
I was going to say.
Just
After
in your
the-
fancy
after
dinner
the-
garbs, I'm in like peasant's clothing.
Yeah, after the first failed escape attempt, you reunited back in the study and took a night's rest.
I have taken the mask off now that we're outside. But it will be going on again as soon as we're close to not being out.
All right, I don't want to spend too much time in this town of Volaki or Barovia. We need to find the cart. Let's make a list of priorities. I like our old system. That's the alphabet because I'm good at that now. So A
You're so good at it too.
A is arrive.
Acquire our car.
No, arrive. We have to arrive first.
Arrive, you're right. Very good.
And then B is
Beer. We're going to get a drink at the
Okay, I'm
tavern.
good with that.
No, that wasn't.
that's fine.
C.
Cart.
Heart. Very good.
D drive cart out of Barovia.
I love it.
I was gonna go with don't
I wanna high
die,
five you.
but you know, whichever.
Fist bump, actually.
I am so good at the common language now. Thanks to 5 months in a castle practicing. That's my mission, so I'm gonna just.
Hector, do you have any questions for us as we travel? We have, you know, a walk here. Do you have anything you want to? I mean, if you three want to talk, Zoot and I can walk very quickly, in the front for a little while, or you can ask us questions. I want you to feel, welcome here.
I doubt that one does anything quickly. And he looks at Zoot.
He's very quick. Excuse you. He's so fast he could circle you and make it to the village and back before you could blink.
Not quick enough to not.
Wings it that fast. Where?
Guys, look out.
Wolves.
Do you think maybe we should find maybe like a clearing to rest?
No, I'm feeling great. I think we should walk until we get there. With as much purpose as we can muster.
I think we
Because
should look for wolves.
don't you have tiny hut so nothing can come in if we put it up?
Does anyone else need to rest?
I'm gonna look for wolves, Tyler.
Yeah, make a perception check.
That is a 2 plus 7 is 9.
What a watcher.
I see everything.
Zoot is a watcher. Yeah, you hear maybe that's a wolf howl. I don't know. It might just be a big dog barking. You're unsure, but you feel pretty confident there aren't wolves nearby.
There's no wolves nearby. Let's keep going. We can let down our guard.
No guard down, Zeus. Just
I'm gonna
Moving.
stealth, Tyler.
Okay, make a stealth check.
That is a 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24.
Okay. Is anybody else trying to, or are you just all trudging down the road? As Willa sort of
we'll try to be
hides
quiet.
in the
I just
shadows,
pick up
dodges
my
between trees.
hood and just kind of, yeah.
I feel like it would depend on if Hector realized that those were wolf howls or not. Should I roll a perception as well?
Make a survival check.
Survival check. Okay, I could do that. That is a 25.
Oh, those are wolves, Hector, and they're pretty close,
Oh,
judging by
oh,
that
good.
howl.
That was a 9 stealth for
Okay.
me, by the way. Magically.
So Hector will say, "Don't listen to the lizard man. Be wary," and then we'll also try to stealth. And we'll roll.
He called you lizard man.
22.
Yeah.
Winnie, Zoot, you taking the cue from the others, or are you two?
He says he hears a wolf. I'm gonna be ready for a wolf.
I don't hear any wolf, but if I'm told there's wolf, then I'll hide behind the beefiest looking person.
Where? Where, Hector? Where, wolf?
Good. Good. This is good.
So you move along the road stealthily, thanks to Willa and Hector. And the howls become more distant. You've got a few hours on the road between the castle and the village.
God.
Let me know. Do you want to chat along your walk, or do you want to? We can fast forward to your arrival in the village.
I want to know what happened with you, Hector.
I mean, I already told you all basically everything I know. I was
Not
supposed to come to
everything, though?
school. Got kidnapped by the frogs in the meantime. Was here for 6 months. Tried to lead a rebellion. Got captured instead. Then I was a close personal guest of our friend Strahd. And then you found me.
No. We found each other.
Why didn't they kill you?
An excellent question. I would have killed me.
I think there are greater powers at hand. I think Hector's dream with all the eyes means that somehow he's tied in on all of this. He's part of this grand scheme that brought us all back to life. And maybe he needs to join our ranks. And we need to kill him.
No. But I like where you were going with that. I do think he should join us as an ally, but I don't think we should kill him. I don't think that would be fair.
Okay.
If he's
The rest
gonna
of
die,
it.
we'll just let him die like we did, you know? That's only fair.
I understand.
Um, I think that he wanted us to find him.
Most likely.
Why else would they let us go?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
This feels very set up-y to me. I mean, like, if he's always been watching us, of course he would know that I would talk to a ghost.
Is he the birds, by the way? Did we ever figure that out? I know we spent a lot of time looking at.
No. Our friends at the winery are the birds.
Oh, really?
Their family. The innkeeper had a bunch of birds. The winery had birds. They're the Raven family. They have all the ravens.
So if we see a raven, they're a good guy.
Correct. The ravens are our friends.
Okay, and if we see a bunch of ravens on a windmill telling us to stay away,
We listen to them.
Even if the person has children in a sack that go into pies later that people in this group consume.
You know,
again with the
Ginger,
children.
after
Oh,
that
Hector.
show you gave us in the cat, I didn't want to hear it.
Hector has not been with our group. He doesn't know that we're all children eaters. I was gonna keep that a secret. I mean, you blew the whole case open. Now he knows.
You didn't eat it. You wanted to buy X amount of pies because you thought me and Lady Isadora would.
Honestly, like, I could really go for some pie right now.
Hector, you ever have a child pie?
Not that I'm aware of, overgrown salamander. Not that I'm aware of.
We will get one for you, and you can join us as well in that
Yeah.
Well, I
regard.
never ate the pie.
Sounds good.
So
It was a good pie.
You all led much more interesting lives in your brief time here in Barovia than I did.
Interesting is not the word I would have chosen.
I was taught to be polite.
All right, what's the biggest thing you've ever killed, Hector?
Out of character question, is it possible that Hector could have killed a wyvern? Or maybe assisted in killing one?
I'd say yes, based on. I mean, you tell. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know. Also, I didn't know if Quelmar, canonically wise, if there were wyverns still around or not. Hector will relay that. Well, help the militia take out the wyvern once.
Zoot just sips his imaginary beer.
Do I have any
I'm
more?
going to put
Where's my-
a
where's my
hand on
food?
Zoot's arm.
you would have had unlimited food if you didn't throw away the amulet I gave you.
Do
Hey, I got 5
more
rations here.
rage?
I've got nothing else.
Mostly man-sized enemies.
Who was involved in your rebellion?
Asking me all the questions I don't know.
Sorry, we can
No,
do this
it's
off.
fine. I was going to say, as long as Tyler doesn't mind spouting more exposition as I then go, yeah, what he said.
Yeah, Tyler, who was Hector's rebellion?
Hector, you You remember a really powerful mage leading the Whisper campaign, getting forces mobilized, and you sort of teamed up with this mage. Never got his name, interestingly enough.
What did he look like?
He was always just known as the mage, or the mage on the mountain, or the mage of Mount Baratok.
Oh no.
And he was the one that fell when the castle was assaulted. Hector, make the four of you, not including Hector, just make a straight intelligence roll for me.
Let's go. Let's go. 21.
17.
12.
I got 11.
Okay, so Winnie and Isadora, you've heard this story before.
We
You've
have.
heard of that
Yes,
mage.
my boyfriend told us.
You've heard of that mage, and you've heard of the rebellion, but it took
It happened a
place
really long time ago.
a long
didn't
time
it?
ago, you thought.
Well, time is different here. Oh my
But
god.
the story that Hector's telling you is eerily reminiscent.
That's concerning.
We were told about it. Wasn't it at the Vistani camp? Not the first one, but the second one. It was when Zoot was
So-
going off about dragons.
You learned about dragons.
Remember that one person was trying to get a dance with Zoot, and it was very funny watching.
Yes, I think that's a good thing, though. I think that means time must move much faster here than in our world. Or so it would imply if you've been here for much longer than it seems. Hopefully, when we make it back,
But yeah, because I guess the
it
conversion
won't
is
be
6
this
months their
much
time.
time has passed.
Oh, you're making a lot of made up words here. What's going on?
Who?
I don't think there's anything we can do about whatever is going on. Time is passing, and we're not quite sure how.
But we know how now, because if Hector says it's just happened a little while ago, the conversion factor is like, what, 6,000 years to 6 months?
What?
Time moves forward.
And Winnie, with that roll,
In-
you would know it wasn't thousands, it was
Hundreds?
hundreds. Yeah,
Okay. I couldn't remember. Okay.
like 1 or 200.
But to be
Or two.
clear, am I relaying this battle? Like, was it something that I knew had also happened to the mage, like hundreds of years ago, or I was present when it happened to the mage?
You were abducted and captured before the actual assault on the castle took place, but you know that's what they were planning.
Okay, so it's been hundreds of years, and not just 6 to 12 months. Huh.
Oh my god.
I'm old.
That's gonna suddenly that's gonna sink in. That's that matter of fact statement that centuries have passed, because as far as Zoot's concerned, Zoot was gone for centuries in a millennia long infinite torment of pain that he felt every minute of, and came back to this realm and believed really happened, and then you guys convinced him that it didn't happen. And now you guys are all shocked to discover that it's been centuries somehow. And so Zoot's going to get real quiet and real introspective for the rest of the walk to Barovia.
The 5 of you continue through the woods, past the
Wait,
gates of the castle, the village.
Does that mean? Does that mean? Does that mean Dad's dead?
No,
No.
reverse.
It means
Reverse. No time will have passed that.
yeah.
Okay.
I want to put my mask and full gloves on as soon as we're like
Yeah,
within
you
village realm.
sort of, the trees break and you see the village before you.
Before we get to the village, I would also like to cast Disguise Self on
Okay.
myself and make myself look like just like a standard Barovian. Like your average little villager.
Average little villager.
Average little villager.
That's actually a really good idea, since I can do that too. I will also cast Disguise Self on myself to make myself look like a villager.
Not that villager, no.
Mm.
I mean, it's not quite any better.
He's
I
slowly,
mean, I
he's
can
like
roll
AI.
to see
He's
if it's
slowly
better.
learning with more experience.
It might be better. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if you've seen it, Sam, but because I'm not a human and I have to make myself look like a human, it was decided that I look like this. Like, this is my villager. I go through the town like, howdy, howdy, howdy. I am human disguised. But it's been a while since I've had to do this trick, so I don't know if I'm any better or worse at it.
I'd say as you've been exposed to more human forms and you've been in and out of it, it's getting better.
Okay, okay.
It's
Sure.
still wildly asymmetrical. Wildly asymmetrical. But,
That's okay.
in some circles, that's a sign of beauty. So, to each their own. Yeah, just like that.
All right.
All right, so we've got a disguised Wyvernborn, a disguised platinum-headed ranger, a masked Isadora Willow Winter. You're just strutting in.
I'm just taking off my cloak and pushing up my boobs.
Cloak off, boobs up. Winnie?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and help Lady Isadora out with my artificer artificing business,
Mhm.
and try and get the dress a little, or their outfit more presentable, whatever they want. So
Do a little magical tinkering.
yeah, just with the appearance and like getting the smell of the castle off and stuff. Whatever I can.
I give you a kiss on the cheek, and that's so fucking sweet. I think I do actually leave. I'll put the mask and the gloves on, but I'm leaving the armor on. I'm not trying.
Yeah. Let me at
She's
least.
grown at least a little bit, guys. You did this much character development. She doesn't care if she's seen in pants and armor anymore.
I know when you
Tyler,
first
I
left,
think-
you were like absolutely no trousers.
Yeah, Willow?
While they're doing this, if I can, I would like to make a spiritual focus again, so I can keep communing with the dead. Since I gave my doll to that chick that got
Yeah,
kidnapped.
so
and
what are you
probably
going
killed.
to imbue or craft?
My tuning bug.
Okay. All right. You all enter through the nondescript gates of the city or the village. Okay. And the streets are deserted. There's some lights on, but familiar Barovian quiet. Reminiscent of the first time you arrived. After fighting off that horrible monster in the basement of that house. And as if replaying the nightmare, you've come
Yes!
Oh my fucking god.
Yes!
Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god.
You are all back.
I'm wrapping a hand around Winter's arm and just trying to move away.
Wait, who
Get
is
past
that?
And she
Wait, who is?
That's Granny.
she approaches you and she's wheeling the cart.
No.
The sign
Hello.
outside says the pies are for sale. 1 gold piece.
I do not have any money, but I have this beautiful candlestick. I'll pull out the candlestick I stole from Strahd's little library. I intended to leave it behind as a spy, like leave it somewhere cool and tactical so I could tune into it. I forgot to. We ran out, and so I just still got it. But I'll continue. Say, I have this very nice candlestick that maybe I could use in exchange for a pie. One of these good pies with the dreams and the... I'm going to do a quick check and see if I will catch myself before I say children.
Ooh,
Because
okay, yep,
Zoot may
yep,
not have
Zoot
caught
may
that.
not.
James definitely caught that. Zoot may not have. What do I roll for that?
I would say roll an intelligence check.
Oh no.
Okay.
Just straight
oop,
intelligence.
Which one is the... There it is.
Wait, does she not remember? Wait, she remembers us.
She
yeah?
remembered us.
Well,
She said
she-
you're back.
She
I think.
remembers the 3 of you that are currently not disguised. Oh!
I'll take a nat 20. I'm not going to mention the kids. I know I probably shouldn't
Smooth
mention
as
the kids.
Butter Zoot is putting on the charm, and she reaches out. This is lovely. Yes, this is beautiful. How for this? Please take 5 of my best. What flavors would you prefer, my dear boy?
Mm,
I'm gonna.
uh,
Do you have like a veggie?
Oh, under my breath, I screamed to Isadora, arm, leg, side, or foot. Do you think the flavors are?
Ah!
what are the flavors?
We have a lovely cranberry infused meat. We have this
Cranberry
apple
corn, okay.
chutney with essence of
Liver, human liver.
sweeties.
That sounds delicious. I'll take 5 sweeties.
And she reaches in and hands over 5 sweet pies to the disguised Zoot. And as she does, you grab them, Zoot, but when the transfer happens, she sort of looks quizzically at you. She noticed that the hands that grabbed the pies from hers did not quite match
Damn it, Zoot.
the hands that she
Ooh.
saw.
I have long lizard arms and tiny illusionary arms. That's fair. Thank you. I'll be going now. It's not polite to stare. I'll turn in place 180 so that everybody else can just see, strange, bastardized human Zoot just sort of turn in place with pies in his hands, like.
And she looks across the 5 of you. Have you learned your lessons, my dears?
Sees you fix the mill.
She walks up to you, Isadora.
Slide Hector a pie.
Well, like whole body shaking.
When you slide me a pie, I can't help it. I will say, is this the one with children?
And as you say that, Hector, she sort of snaps her head to you. I need you fuckers to roll initiative.
There it is.
It's about to go down.
Yeah. That's
Oh no, my dice!
16 for Zadora.
for-
Are you all ready for this?
At a 9. 9 for Zoot.
give me him to me one more time. Zoot 9.
Yep, Zoot 9.
Who else?
19.
16.
Is 16. Hector?
32.
That alert feat, yo. Winnie.
14.
14. Alright, give me a second to get this map up.
Tyler, can you lower the drums just a little bit?
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, this will be easy. She's all alone. She doesn't have her stupid coven.
I'm glad this is easy. For some of us, this is triggering flashbacks.
I know.
We probably should have rested in that tiny hut.
Yep.
I don't know about you guys. I have one spell down. I have everything else. Is everyone else missing things? Like, did I miss
I've been casting spells like this whole time, y'all.
I'm out of spell slots. Well, actually, that's a lie. I have one spell slot, but I do have full health.
Dude, what did you use your spells on today? We slept since we last fought.
No,
we weren't fighting anything.
when we were going through when we were escaping the second time, I used a detect magic, and I might have done that twice.
Oh, Jeff.
Fuck, okay, that makes sense.
I remember detecting magic and seeing
my
the
age would
statues.
have worn off, though.
Yeah, aid's definitely gone. Thanks.
Aid is
is gone.
definitely gone.
Yep. So I'm at max
Uncast
HP.
aid.
It's not your turn.
Oh, one.
So much for trying to help.
Oh boy, good luck. This is Zoot's first battle with his curse. I have a terrible curse that gives me things that Tyler will remind me of later. And Hector doesn't even have a curse. Hector thinks he's so cool with his lack of curse. Oh, we're fighting a hag.
Wait, what's your curse? James, I don't remember. What's your curse?
My curse is like, I have this sort of PTSD effect with these thousands of years of trauma I've gone through and the torture, and so I can either get advantage on an attack, but then I do less damage, or I take disadvantage on the attack and do more. Tyler has to remind me of the specifics. I didn't write them quite down, but yeah, it's basically I am either disadvantaged or I do full damage. It's basically the trade-off.
Yeah, Sam, just so you know, my big thing in battle, I have issues with sight and vision, but from the hags, actually, I only take half healing from any healing effect.
Unless you do 1 point of
and,
healing at a time.
Then we round up to 1. And I have trouble healing overnight and shit, so healing is
Oh,
not
good,
great.
good.
On me, like, yeah, I can heal other people fine. Just healing me is not usually the best use.
All right. First up, Hector.
All right, so I'm assuming Hector will notice that she she looked over and is starting to look aggressive.
Yeah, so you watch as this. Sorry, I forgot to describe what happens because you didn't see this the first time. You watch as this seemingly sweet old lady begins to conjure this smoke around her, and what was once a kindly old woman turns into this horrible, wretched hag figure. And she just scowls and bares her teeth at you. And that's your cue, and you're able to react first, Hector.
Okay. So first off, Hector will use his bonus action to cast Zephyr Strike on himself. Basically, until the spell ends, your movement does not provoke opportunity attacks. Once before the spell ends, I can give myself advantage on a single weapon attack, and that attack deals an extra 1d8 force damage on a hit. And also, my walking speed increases by 30 until the end of that turn. So,
Increases by 30.
yeah, so my speed is currently 60 for this turn only, and then goes back down to. Well, actually, no, I get more from being a Gloomstalker as well. But we'll just say it's 60. He's not going to move anywhere. He's shooting this crazy bitch.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so he'll do Zephyr Strike first, and then he will pull out his hand crossbow, repeating crossbow, whatever it is, and try to put this chick down.
And you have advantage with the Zephyr Strike?
I have advantage with the
Granting
Zephyr
himself
Strike.
advantage.
First attack will be a 24 with advantage.
24, that hits.
Okay, this is where the fun stuff happens. Let's see. Just a second, sorry. Okay, so she will take, theoretically, 8 points of piercing damage, and then an additional 3 points of force damage.
Okay.
Let's see. And then basically Hector gets 4 additional attacks with Dread Ambusher. These are not at advantage though.
Okay.
So that is a 18. Does that hit?
18 misses.
Ooh, oh no. How about a nat 20? Does that hit?
That hits.
Okay. How are we doing crits in this one again?
Double the dice.
Double the dice. Okay, cool. So that would be 15 points of piercing damage on that attack. Does a 22 hit?
22 hits.
7 points of piercing damage. And then I'm assuming a 10 will not hit.
10 misses.
All right.
So before, as she spins and becomes this sort of ghastly figure, before she even has a chance to move towards you, Hector, you immediately sort of, what does Zephyr Strike look like when you cast it on yourself, by the way?
In my eyes, it kind of looks like he I don't know. I always imagine it almost like a not quite a falcon punch, you know, but like almost like a little like just quick like dash type almost looking movement with his hands, like a little
freeze frame for a
flourish.
second? Okay, yeah.
Almost, you know. But yeah, so he'll do a little like flourish and then just grab the hand crossbow out and immediately just pop off however many attacks that was. The dumb amount of attacks. 4 attacks, 5 attacks.
Sweet. All right. She sort of takes those crossbow bolts into her and sort of looks back up at you. And this like disgusting like ichor spits and spews out of her mouth.
And then
And she's going to cast.
I was gonna say, so well, if Hector would move up into her space.
Okay, so you would take your movement and get all the way up to her.
Yeah.
Okay. I need you, Hector, to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yay! I'm good at those. No, I'm not. How about a 16?
16. Yep. So she sort of spins her hands, and this black energy sort of conjures up and this like smoked energy starts to enter down your throat, and you gasp, and then you just cough, and you force it back out of your mouth, and you shrug it off. And she's going to look at you and just sort of cock her head. And then vanish.
Yeah.
Is this when Hector gets his curse?
Tyler, was that the one that I made the deal with?
That was the one that you made the deal with.
Oh yeah, she puts curses down on people.
All of you make a perception check.
Is this
He cursed
involving
our
hearing?
perception.
No. This is sight. Yes, sorry. Isadora 1.
I just want you to know, I rolled a nat 1, and then I rolled again because I meant to do it, and I got a nat 1. It's a nat 1.
25.
Also 25. Watch your
20.
sisters.
Not quite 25, but 22.
12. Ooh.
It's fitting. All of you, as you sort of look amongst each other, it's like, where the fuck did she just go? And you turn, and she blinks back into this
I hate it.
plane directly behind Lady Isadora.
Oh boy.
Oh, Isadora, we gotta help you out. You gotta help you out. Isadora's turn is it?
Willa, it is your turn.
Well, she's got Isadora.
I'm gonna run to her. And I'm going to reach out and say, "Surprise, bitch."
Surprise,
And
motherfucker.
cast inflict wounds at 3rd level.
All right, roll an attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a
Let's see.
melee spell attack.
Okay. That's a natural 20. So a 26 to attack.
So that is
10d 10d10.
10d10.
Oof.
Roll 10d10.
Woo! Shoot!
Inflict them wounds.
Oh my gosh.
That's 75, please.
Holy shit.
Oh man, I forgot Hector had additional damage too from Gloomstalker, but it's fine. It gets ridiculous.
Willa, how do you want to do this?
Nice.
So as I say, surprise, bitch, I want her entire body to erupt in wounds. And I want it to end with that smoke that made her transform just kind of evaporating.
You watch as your hand reaches out. Where did you put your hand on her body, by the way?
Her fucking throat.
You grab her by the throat, preventing her from reaching out and grabbing Isadora from behind. And you watch as from your fingertips, these deep gashes wrap down around her neck.
Yeah, I want to like have black streams of like death come out of my fingertips and erupt all over her as it slides down like vines.
These vines of wounds just curl down, and she just crumples. And all that's left on the ground is just this heaping mass of black ooze and old, sort of mangled, tattered robes. And we're going to take a break.
Hey!
We'll be back. We'll take a quick 5-ish. We will be back soon. Don't forget, sponsored tonight by Arkenforge. We'll be right back.
Oh, are you running it? You're running it,
You
aren't
gotta
you?
run it twice.
Oh.
Here goes.
Yeah.
Unknown centuries later is when our story begins.
How is it that I might help you?
Welcome back, y'all. We are waiting for the Hector to arrive. He will be back shortly.
Hector is a defector, you would say.
We'll leave that off so people don't just see Sam's living room until he's back seated. There he is. Welcome back, everybody. So, the 5 of you having seemingly bested one of the 3 night hags that you encountered are left with this pile of
I mean, I'm pretty sure I turn around and then immediately throw up all over.
Okay, yep. Yes, Winnie. You're muted.
You're muted.
You muted.
Can I find the nearest empty cup or something and scoop up the ooze and try and sell it as dream drink?
I mean, sell it to the other 4 people that are here, or you're just going to keep it to sell later?
Sell
I'll buy
later
it.
to the other two. To the other
Getting
two.
my puke in there as like an extra
Nice.
Mhm.
delicious
Nice.
treat.
This is
Oh yeah, don't worry. We'll serve it to the other two.
yikes, y'all.
I take my
Yikes.
candlestick back. That candlestick belongs to me again.
It's called
Big
dream
yikes.
juice.
I fucking wipe my mouth off and turn without a word and just
Hector would ask if anybody has anything to set a fire.
Oh, I have some parchment. I have 39 pages of parchment on me.
Do they set themselves on fire?
They don't set themselves on
You
fire, I
shouldn't.
don't
You
think.
shouldn't light those on fire. Aren't those Lady Isadora's?
Yeah, but
not turning around to react.
You know that okay.
what do you need what do you need it for? What fire are we starting?
To destroy these pies.
Oh! Wait, that is a waste of very good food. I take Lady Isadora's diary pages back. We will not be using them. Liana, you're also muted.
Are there any torches around?
There are some braziers sort of burning outside of a couple of the doorways in the road you can see.
I'm gonna take out my wine and I'm gonna sprinkle it all over the pies and
It
the
will-
cart.
I'll see how many wine-coated pies I can grab because I can see where this is going. I've seen people pour wine on things to set it on fire.
Okay.
How many
Zoot-
pies can I get?
Yeah, make a
I
dexterity.
want to fight against Zoot for grabbing the pies. I want to see these pies burn.
Okay, make competing strength checks then.
God. Oh.
Compared to.
Wait, am I doing a competing
No, Willa,
strength
you
check?
are
No, it's not a 20.
successfully dousing these pies with
Yeah.
wine, strolling over, getting the brazier. You don't really even see this kerfuffle happening behind you as you walk away. Winnie?
I got a 16.
Winnie?
You got a 0?
Okay. Yep. So,
That tracks.
Zoot, think of like when you're young, like you have the older sibling and they've just got their hand on your forehead, and Winnie, you're doing like the arm thing, trying to grab the pies, and Zoot's just like holding you off with one arm while he scoops up pies. Zoot, make a dexterity check just to see how many you can grab.
Look, I'm grabbing these for good reason. You don't have to eat them. That's
Nobody should
not an
eat 'em.
11. That's actually a 9 total. 9 total.
Nobody should eat them, Zoot.
You're able, with a 9, you're able to get, I would say, well, Here, well, dice decide. 2. You grab 2
I get 2 more
extra
pies.
pies other
Great.
than the
No.
5 sweeties that you grabbed. And these 2 are the cranberry infused meat version. Now with a
Ooh,
little
they're
bit
both
of
cranberry infused with a little wine.
little extra red wine on
Ah.
top. Yeah. Yeah. Willa, you
Okay.
walk over with the brazier and set the cart alight.
I don't walk over. I cast Mage Hand and grab it,
Okay.
and then just throw it on the
Cart.
cart, and I walk away.
Yeah, and we've got a burning heap of a cart that sort of flames lick up on the sides and smoke begins pouring out into the square. No one seems to notice. No one's coming out of their houses. There's just a fire burning in the middle of the town square. The smell is one of the worst things you've smelled in your lives. And as the pies themselves alight, the cart having been consumed, Winnie, those whispering voices in your head
Oh no.
begin screaming
Oh no.
in agony.
Oh no.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no. Now that's a nat 1.
I tried.
Winnie, you
It's a
suffer
7.
a
But
point of exhaustion
holy.
as you are consumed
Yeah.
by these voices and these screams. You're brought to your knees, clutching your head. You all watch as Winnie is writhing on the ground in agony as these pies are burning in front of you.
I rush over to her and try and like pick her up and comfort her. And I send I talk to her. Winnie, what's going on?
I don't hear you. Willa. I don't hear anything but the screams in my head. And I'm just shaking, like, on my knees.
I would like to go over and see if I'm on a good cycle or not. I'm not sure, but I've got 15 points of lay on hands, so I'll spend 1 point and see what happens.
You've got 1 point left.
No, I have 15 points. It's a fresh day.
Oh, that's right.
Since I've used them before. So I'm gonna use 1 because I got to see which cycle I'm on.
Okay, so you lay on hands.
It'll be all right. It'll be okay, Winnie.
The magic seems to leave your hand. Winnie, aren't you you're at full health?
Yeah.
Yeah. You feel the magic leave your hands, but nothing seems to happen to Winter. Just still kind of writhing and shaking, trembling on the ground.
I'm gonna cast sleep on her.
You might need to upcast that. She has a lot of HP.
I mean,
I'd submit. I just want it to stop.
What'd you roll, Willa?
can I cast at 2nd level?
Mhm.
I don't know if that'll be enough, but sorry, I'm getting.
Well, I'm
dice.
exhausted, aren't I? Or does that not?
That wouldn't matter. Sleep affects your HP. It goes to the HP
yeah.
number.
Yeah, she has to roll 78, and then if that is equal or higher than your HP, you fall asleep.
I just had to check if half elves can
36.
be put to sleep.
I don't think that's enough. No, that's not enough.
Okay, so Willa, you try to lull your sister into this
We just gotta hit her a couple times.
peaceful rest. Soften her up first.
Assuming I know what this is going on, I want to kind of, rush back over and kneel over her and use my Twilight Sphere to try to end an effect of causing her to be frightened. And if that doesn't work, then just trying to pump the HP in.
Twilight Sphere to cause her to be what? I'm sorry.
You end one effect on a creature, causing them to be charmed or frightened.
Got it. She is neither charmed nor frightened.
That's scary.
Nothing's working. Why isn't anything working?
Just as a note, you all do take
I'll yell.
6 hit points, 6 temp hit points.
Thanks, Twilight Sphere.
Just so you know, don't want it to
Thanks.
go to total waste.
The flames are now beginning to die down. The cart having been quickly consumed and brought to embers. And the pies.
Does anybody come out when I
smoking.
yell for help?
No one leaves their doors. But as the fire begins to subside after 10, 15, 20 minutes, Winnie, the voices begin to calm and return to a slow, subtle murmur that's always in your mind that you're used to.
Oh boy.
Hey,
Ooh,
hey kid, you okay?
that was not fun. I think I'm gonna be sick. The screams just got incredibly loud.
I'm sorry. I was very worried, so I screamed very loud.
Not you. I heard nobody here. It was all. Remember, Zoot, when we fell? And then suddenly we were still alive? But at a price?
Oh yeah, you did say that.
Yeah. I think it's the souls or the kids that they made their pies out of when we destroyed it. All of them just started screaming when we were burning them. So you know what? Yeah, save all the pies, Zoot. Let's not burn them again. Don't let them burn them.
All right, I got 7. I will not let them burn.
Just like bury them in the ground or something.
I'm gonna
good.
like help you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Willa, note to self: let's not burn the pies.
No.
Okay. That's
We go
Yeah, where are you headed?
towards the manor, the castle, whatever it is that he's thinking.
Back to the
Where,
burgomaster's
where
house.
did we send the
unless
people?
we sent them to this town. I don't remember where we told them within the town to go, but I'm heading to the manor unless we see the cart elsewhere, because that's
Is this where your boyfriend lives?
this is where Yzma lives. Yes.
Should we just like go to his house and crash?
We never did. Did we collect money for completing his quest and delivering his sister?
no,
Like
they
a
gave
lot.
us it in advance.
Oh, we could ask for more. Hector doesn't get his share.
The chameleon has a point.
I'm gonna turn in.
I don't look like a person, by the way. I mean, when the battle started to break out, I like just as a reaction, I dropped that
disguise self.
disguise. Yeah.
Hector, are you still disguised?
Yeah.
It's not concentration for you, right?
I don't believe
I don't think
disguise
so.
itself is. No, it's just duration an hour.
I don't know where this manor is, so I'm going to follow the ladies to wherever we're going.
You walk down the street through the town Isadora, you seemingly know exactly where the manor
Future home.
sits at the edge of town. And you arrive and you knock on the front door and there's no answer.
Is there any light in any of the windows? You see, track marks of the like cart marks anywhere in the dirt nearby?
Make an investigation check. Anybody that wants to.
Why not?
I have 1 point of exhaustion, so I roll everything at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
That was a nat 20, but I do have a -1 investigation. Thank you.
A 15.
Dude got a 5. Winnie. Anybody else? Hector, Willa? Or are you just hanging out?
Just hanging out.
Just vibing.
Just
Yeah.
vibing.
I would
Cousining.
probably. I was gonna say I would probably talk to Willa and just be like, learn some new tricks.
I'll talk back. So have you?
Always been quick on the draw.
Nice to have you here.
Same.
Isadora, you are able to spot as you're kind of standing around and looking for tracks, looking for marks, any sign of is someone still in the house or is there any evidence of someone leaving recently? And as you're peering through the windows near the side of the door, most of which you remember are boarded up from back when Irina you first met as a means of keeping out Strahd's boards. You peek through a couple of the boards and you just see a figure kind of quickly moving through the house. Seems like they're looking for something.
One is in there. I don't know if they're friend or foe, but we're going to find out. I'd like to either try myself to pick the locks or help Winnie pick the lock. I actually don't know which of us is better.
You gonna let Winnie do it, or do you want to try to do it and have Winnie help you?
You should do it. You should do it.
I'll try to do it.
I'll help you do it.
All right, roll with advantage, Isadora.
I can do it if you need me to.
Are you proficient in lockpicking, Priscilla?
Yeah, I have a +5.
Okay, yeah, I do too. I can try to pick them.
Okay.
That's advantage and the guidance. That's excellent. We like that. Stressed, y'all. She's real stressed. That is a 29.
Yeah, you are able to.
Nope, 27.
Still able to, with ease, crack your way into the lock on the front door. There's no bar lock. There's nothing really protective other than this simple key lock. So you're able to sort of defeat it fairly quickly.
Are we breaking into the house?
And you.
One is in there.
Yeah, do you lot make it a habit of breaking and entering?
No.
Hmm.
And you enter into the front hall and immediately find yourselves back in the study. Familiar room for those of you who have been here before. Hector, this is obviously.
Where's the dog?
Lancelot!
There's somebody in here and we don't know. Somebody, we want to know that we're in here.
Willa, when you yelled Lancelot, you heard a rustling in the kitchen and the sound as if like a wooden goblet like fell and a hushed like curse and oh shit, and like wood clattering onto the stone floor.
We should hide. I stealth.
Roll a stealth check, Suit.
I walk into the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm going in the kitchen.
Yeah, Willa and Isadora, you walk right into the kitchen, and it's pretty low light in here. And you're able to kind of Zoot. You rolled a 1 on stealth. Zoot just like hides behind a skinny lamp.
I imagine that he's pulling a
Someone's
drag.
here.
Yeah. Puts like
Where
a
he's, like-
drape over half of his body, but he still has like the mechanical wings are out, so they're just sticking out on either side of the
That's right.
drape.
I've mastered the art. Standing perfectly still.
Isadora, Willa, you walk into the kitchen, and you see a figure immediately whirl around with a long rapier just pointed out. What are you doing here? Stay back!
We mean no harm.
You should take this one because I don't
For
want to
you.
hear.
Who are you?
Travelers, friends of the family. For you.
Travelers, friends of the family. That is not an answer. Who are you?
Lady Isadora Mariana Coletta Louisa Carlisle. A pleasure to meet you. They're my servants. Their names don't matter. Who are you?
Make a persuasion check, Isadora. Sorry. So many dice.
I got a natural
That was
20.
hilarious.
But I don't like it because I rolled like 5 natural 20s very close to each other, so then I rolled like 12 times. Make sure it wasn't broken.
Okay.
There were a lot of 20s there. I don't like it.
I see a 20. You're good. You're
I see the 20
sorry.
23 seconds ago.
I know you
I
will
see
see
one.
it. It makes me.
Yeah.
I'm either wasting a lot of good luck right now.
It's all good.
Or
We could have used those, you know, when Zoot was
Weird
trying to
element.
fly.
weird
It's all
vibe.
good.
Failed like 20 times.
So she tips the sword down. What is happening? Fucking Zoot. And she goes, from his letters.
I'm sorry?
You, Isadora, you are from Ismark's letters.
Yes, 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 I am. I am, yes. Who are you? And do you know where they are? Ismark or anyone else should be here.
You are asking the same question that I am. We had not heard from Ismark in weeks. And well, how long have you been here?
Here in this house, about 2 minutes.
In
Here in the town, about 10 minutes.
you know,
We haven't seen anyone except the grandmother, the old woman, and she's not around any longer.
she just kind of nervously looks around and looks over her shoulder. And, is there anyone else with you?
Just these 4, no one else.
4. I see 2. You are in the kitchen with Willa.
Oh, I'm gonna point back to the living room. I was like, did somebody go invisible and I forgot?
Yes, Zoot is very invisible
Yes,
right now.
very hidden.
I'm hiding on the other side of the drape that Zoot's using. So it covers half of our body.
5.
Show me. Bring.
There are 5 of
Bring me
us.
to
We
them.
both went for the same drape.
Yeah.
Please, bring me to them.
I'll gesture her into the living room where fucking Winter and Zoot are behind a fucking drape. I don't know what heck.
So
I was
she-
here first. You find a different plate. I was
More
here first.
importantly, where's the doll?
This is mine. Get your own. You pick.
Winnie and
Look,
Zoot,
look,
roll
she's here.
me, roll me
They're
some
more
stealth
competent
checks.
than I look right now.
Well, actually, no. Zoot, you rolled a 1. Winnie, roll me a stealth
I rolled a
check.
1. I'm not hiding anywhere. She gets the. I'll let Winnie have it.
It's. I mean, it's a 3 with
Yeah. Okay. So
disadvantage.
you two are just obviously.
I imagine that Hector's like kind of looking at some.
It's a
like,
5. It's a 5 actually.
Okay. Still, Hector.
I imagine that he's like kind of looking at some of like some baubles or like whatever, like just around this like living room, and then they when they walk back into the room, he like tries to hastily like replace it back onto like the like end table or something, and like knocks a lamp over.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
You just the lamp shatters at your feet.
Okay.
The metal pieces of the lamp are just clanging against the stone floor. And she immediately, the rapier goes back up.
Hand crossbow comes out.
I'm gonna try to stand in between the two of them. I promise they're more competent than they look. They're friends as well. Who are you?
I am Esmeralda, the Avenue. I have been working with Ismark and others. You write him often.
We were traveling with his sister.
What do you know of his plans? For the Count?
Nothing. I don't know much at all. We were tasked with keeping his sister safe, and I don't know that we managed to do that much. Much less anything else.
It is incredibly troubling. We have not heard from him in weeks. This town is stranger than usual. It is always a little strange, but
How long have you been here?
I arrived yesterday and have been searching. I finally found my way into the house and just looking for signs of Ismark, but there's not much here.
Have you seen any villagers? Anyone in the town?
There were bodies. Just bodies. In the chapel. Piles and piles of bodies. Drained bodies.
You look through them all.
Ismark is not among them.
Are you certain of that?
I know.
Hey, so Tyler, if you're cool with this, I am going to hold on, I have to find it. Where the fuck is it? Oh, sorry, I said fuck. Oh, I did it again.
I get banned. Had a good run, Quelmer. Leona
Is
ruined
this where we
it.
get demonetized?
Sorry.
I think
I
we lost the
don't-
affiliation.
I am going to start. Are there candles around?
I have a candlestick.
Awesome.
Only one, despite the scene that you're seeing. Only one is lit, sort of casting a faint
Okay.
flicker.
So I'm gonna place, if I can find some more candles, I'm gonna place them in a circle and I'm gonna step into it. And I am going to start a spirit session.
All new shit.
My eyes are gonna close, and there's going to be like this cool, like wind kind of surrounds me, and my eyes are gonna flash open and just be like black.
Are you blind now too?
I don't answer.
Wait, guys, something's happening. Something's
minute.
wrong. Something's wrong with Willa.
What's wrong with her?
I start mumbling in like a really strange voice. It's like
What languages do you all speak?
A fair amount.
A nice amount.
I speak Gnomish, Elvish, and Common.
Common,
I'm a
Elvish,
simple dragon.
Undercommon, Sylvan, and Dwarvish.
Mr. Draconic over here.
Hector also speaks Draconic.
You would
Okay.
have to kill all those wyverns.
Exactly.
Do any of you speak Infernal?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Hector speaks
Okay.
Infernal.
Okay, so Hector,
Cool.
you recognize the language. You still can't quite make out what she's saying because of just the mumbling nature of it, but you recognize the sounds of Infernal coming from her body.
Oh.
Willa, what
She's
are you
speaking
trying
Infernal.
to glean?
Well, I'm trying to learn a spell.
Yeah, what spell are you trying to learn?
I'm going to learn Speak with Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is of a level equal to them. Yeah, you've got enough people here. Speak with Dead's a 3rd level?
Yep.
You're good.
So after this is done for an hour, all the candles are going to extinguish, and I'm gonna gasp.
I have
and my
a
eyes will
question.
come back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is she okay with us hanging out here for an
So
hour?
I was gonna say, do you, Willa,
Yeah.
do you
I'm not
let them know that this is gonna take an hour, or do you just start it
Just do the thing.
and want?
I just started.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna
Do
pull her
you all
out of it.
stay?
No.
Do you all stay within this circle?
I'm not going anywhere. I think Willa's dying.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
I know you said I couldn't quite tell what was happening in Infernal, but like after a little bit, would I be able to kind of like glean like a
You could
general
probably
idea?
hear me asking the gods to grant me the ability to speak with the dead. I need to have a conversation.
Okay. So Hector would relay that to the rest of the group as soon as he was kind of able to piece together, like, no, I think she's doing something. I think she has an idea.
Tyler,
Yes, Isadora.
fucking ignoring this mess that's happening in the other half of the room. Can I try to remember anything that Ismark, like any jewelry he had, what his weapon looked like? Can I try to remember anything that was on his person the last time I saw him?
Yeah, make a history check.
You don't like my
Guidance
ASMR.
wouldn't help. Not ideal. That is 11, 12.
12.
12 minus, oh, plus 2,
14.
14.
You remember his sword.
Then I would like to cast locate object while thinking about the sword. If it's in one's out, if I sense the direction to the object location, as long as it is within.
You sense nothing. You reach out with the spell, trying to focus on the image of the sword, and you remember it distinctly because it has that family crest that you've dreamed about for so long, engraved into the hilt. It's not within the range of the spell, you glean.
Wherever he was, I don't think he's here anymore. We should check for any useful items, weapons, money, jewels, gems, and move on from.
Isadora says that to Zoot, Hector, and Winnie. Willa is still
Yeah, and
doing
Esmeralda.
that. You all hang out. James, you're muted.
Who is this new person,
I
and
wanna
are they part of
explore
the
the
team
house.
like Hector?
I don't know who they are.
While she's doing this,
are
I
we
want to search the house for jewels, money, books, weapons.
You reaching out to ask anybody for help, or are you just doing it on your own?
I mean, if anybody wants to come, that would be great. But
All right, roll
I'm
an
staying with
investigation
Willa,
check.
that's fine. Edit that. You can look. It's a 20. -1 plus 1d4, so something. At least a 20.
You are able to sort of, through the bedrooms, through the kitchen, you're pawing through, you're opening every drawer, doing a really, really thorough search. There's a lot here. You're able to cobble together just a lot of what look like heirlooms, baubles. Ooh, Liana, those eyes are...
Oh
Mostly I'm
no!
I
Those
don't
are
want to.
fucking epic.
Wait, what? What?
Liana's eyes right now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh
I don't want to
no!
take
I
any
hate
heirlooms.
that
Like,
so
nothing
much.
that looks like they belong to the family. Really, Tyler, I'm looking for a diamond. I'll take any gold I find. I'm going through this house looking for a diamond. Or any weapons that look better than what I'm carrying. I don't really care about whatever.
You...
I mean, I'll find them, but I'm not trying to steal
Yep,
from
yep,
him.
yep.
Except for a diamond. I'll steal a diamond from him.
You don't find any diamond. But you do find a chest in this tiny tucked-in hole under what you're able to ascertain was the burgomaster's room. Now it seems as if Ismark has moved into that part of the house, because as you walk in the room, you notice his desk strewn, and every letter that you sent to him, and you were wondering whether or not they made it to him, are sitting sort of laying open on the desk. And while you're searching this room,
So
Esmeralda comes up behind you and just says, I was able to see Willa's burning in hell. Oh, you're doing your ritual, yeah.
Oh my God.
This is how I knew who you were. We spend so much time talking about you.
He was here at least a day or two ago, which is, it looks, I think, when I last sent something. So he went missing recently. I don't know what to do about it. I don't know who you are, really. I'm sorry. We're, I think, going to try to get back to his sister. Probably. It's been a very long several weeks. And I'm sorry that we're not as more used to it.
And she just sort of nods and turns and starts looking around the room as well. And as you search, you find a chest tucked behind under the bed in this sort of false panel. It contains a lot of gold. You open it up, and this is clearly where the family kept their sort of any investments that they had made, any savings that they had socked away as the sort of leaders of this small village.
There's always money in the banana stand.
Always money in the banana. You don't know quite. It's too many to count, sort of in this moment. But it's many thousands of gold.
I'm gonna glance at Esmeralda. I really don't know that it will particularly matter in the end, but someone should take this, return it to him, make sure it's not lost to thieves or anything. If we have means of protecting it, or you can take it if you would prefer. You know the family better.
And she just kind of, what? No. He would want it to help the cause. We will take it with us, and if we find him, we will give it back to him, and he can use it. If not, we will put it to use.
Me too. That sounds right.
Okay, so after hunting through the house, you all return to the living room. Willa, an hour has passed. You come back.
Do I find the dog?
The dog is not in the house.
Dog! Lancelot, he's dead! It's
Why would you
canon!
say that? Why would you say that, James? He could just be outside taking a tinkle.
It's canon!
Oh, I hate you, James. You didn't have to say that.
We
So-
didn't find a body.
Willa comes back to sort of out of this trance. Her eyes slowly sort of return their usual piercing. And you now have the ability to cast Speak with Dead until your next long rest.
Let's go to the church.
That might not be a good idea. For me.
I need a dead body.
Yeah, me
I
and
thought
the-
we were saving C for cart, not C for church.
I'm taking my mask off. My glove.
I can't really
Wrong
explain it,
glove.
but I can talk to the dead. So I need to go touch a dead body from the church that was there when they died.
Why
Darwin!
not? Can't we get?
But did the hour of screaming have something to do with it?
What?
Never mind.
Talk to Darwin! If you can talk to the dead, talk to Darwin!
I
Yeah.
need a body.
Straight crushed Darwin's skull.
Do we take
Yeah,
any of
Darwin.
it? I thought someone sweeped them up. Oh, okay. Anyway, does someone want to go to the church with me?
Not it.
Yeah. Buddy cop quest. Let's go, me and you. To the church. Let's bring Hector.
I was gonna say
Okay.
Hector would attend.
Who's going? Everybody?
Hector, Zoot, Willa, and then Esmeralda, Isadora, Winnie stay here?
I would like to go to the church. I
Okay.
know Esmeralda said that I would like to look at the body. We're going
Come on,
there
Winnie.
anyway.
Come on, Winnie.
Uh,
Everyone
You
else
just-
is doing it. That's cool.
You just. That's
I
true,
pick
Mom.
up Winnie and I leave. I just pick up Winnie like a doll and just walk out with Winnie.
Yep. That tracks.
That's fair. You just
Um,
keep that priest away from me.
So, Esmeralda takes you to the church grounds, and you all she sort of brings you out behind, and you remember being here. This is the cemetery gates where you watched the burgomaster get put to rest.
Mm.
And she sort of points just beyond the gate, and you see a pile of bodies, Willa.
I'm just gonna walk forward. Do I recognize any of them?
Make a history check.
I want to go in as well. Look at them.
Unnatural 20.
Right at the front of this pile, sort of propped up, a bit separate from the rest, but torn open, chest gaping. Recognize Father Donovich, priest.
Okay. I'm going to reach out to him. And I am going to run my 2 fingers across his lips. And then I'm gonna lean forward and I'm gonna whisper, "Speak."
I hate this.
And you watch as the lip just twitches.
Is this
And the mouth just sort of lolls open.
First question. Who did this?
My son.
Ha! Told ya! I told ya! Who was right? I was right! I was right. Zoot put me down so I can do the I was right dance. You're muted, James.
I put Winnie down so Winnie can do the I was right dance.
It's basically the can't touch this MC Hammer dance, but do. I was right. I was right.
That's good. I will remember that dance for the future.
Yeah.
Where is he?
Devil's house.
Where's Ismark?
Neck kind of cracks and twitches.
Wolves of yesteryear.
I have 2 more questions.
Does she say that out loud?
I say that
She could.
I go through everyone.
But
I
you're,
can't
she's not actually
speak
speaking,
my
but
mouth.
she's in your heads, yeah.
Yeah. I have 2 more
Hector's
questions.
like, I have a lot more than 2.
I'll be honest, until right now, I completely forgot that Liana is completely mute and does everything telepathically.
Yeep.
Yep. I remembered now. Hence the makeup. Yeah, I know Liana did the makeup to remind me that,
Hence,
that Willa can't
that's
talk. But
Nell's makeup as well.
I remembered that Nell is blind. I remembered Isadora is blind. I forgot Willa is mute. I'm sorry, Liana. I failed you.
Hence
It's
me
okay.
not having any makeup. Because I haven't died. Yet.
Not yet.
So wait, so we had to come up with more questions, though.
I have 2 more.
I'm going to answer Esmeralda. Do you know what the woods of yesteryear are?
Yes, Yester Hill is.
Right.
It is.
That's what.
I mean, no,
It's one of
great,
the
but
places we need to go.
They have.
right, I have no
They have
other
been
questions.
allies of the devil for decades, centuries. It is an evil, awful, haunted place.
Should I ask when he died?
Right after we left and he went to his son, I can tell you that. Doesn't take a dead person to tell you that.
I mean, I feel like the date would be good, right? Because then we would know.
I've heard. I don't.
Hector might
What day-
potentially be able to glean that. I don't know, like maybe,
Based off of the carnage.
yeah, maybe like doing like a survival
Yeah.
check and like maybe seeing how long the bodies are like seem to have been
Absolutely.
rotted or
Make a
something.
survival check. Ranger.
That is a 26.
You note the signs of decay. You're able to say with pretty solid certainty that this has been. You notice it seems like this must have been an ongoing process because some of these bodies are. It's been a while. They have been out in this pile for a long time.
Hmm.
Others, like the priest, are
More fresh.
days, maybe a
Okay.
week.
Ask if there's anyone left alive.
What?
Ask if there's anyone left alive.
Is there anyone left alive?
That's our last question. We didn't even. Okay, that's fine.
No, it's the fourth
have
question. We have one last question.
Oh, okay.
Can I get the fifth question?
None survive here.
Well, that explains why nobody came out of their houses.
I send a message to Hector and I say, "This is good. Maybe we can find you some new shit."
Also,
Loot the houses of the dead. They don't need it. Fuck
They don't
'em.
need it, but we do, honey.
Can I get
Okay,
the
one
last
last question.
Can I get a question?
Yeah, what's your question?
Who's the bitch now?
I'm not asking that.
Yeah, I'm not asking that. You're like Winnie's just like dancing around this dead man's corpse with his gaping wound, like, who's the bitch now?
It reminds me of Hocus Pocus, the dead man's tongue or dead man's toes. Sorry, Chair. I know you said he wasn't here,
Chair is
but
not present.
he's here in
Yes.
spirit.
I have
Spirit,
Bardos.
spirit barks.
Ask him if it smells like
Um,
updog in here.
Oof. Harley, girl.
DM
What, I mean,
strategist James is dying right now because Zoot.
Yeah, I mean that's my thing. Is Zoot is not going to be the one to have questions. Zoot has taken no notes. Zoot cares little for the lore. He can't remember
just
town names. He
seeing
can't remember
James's
people
face
names.
burning.
It's okay. Zoot has no questions. Zoot is the one who would ask to smell like updog because that's the most Zoot could possibly come up with. I got nothing for you guys.
If no one can think of any other information questions, I don't know what else you would know. You can ask if there's
I
anything
could-
you can do to
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, maybe we ask if he has anything here that can help us.
you can do that. That's
He's just gonna tell us to feed his son. That's gonna be a waste of a question.
You look tired.
I like your idea,
I need a nap.
Willa.
Yeah.
Out of it.
What?
I like your idea about.
Okay. Last question, and then I'll let you rest. Is there anything here that can help us defeat him?
Love is done, eager.
with that, the jaw just disintegrates from the rest of the body. The head now, top of mouth open, drops back.
Is the Vishtani girl Irina? Who's the Vishtani girl?
Turn and look at Esmeralda.
She just nods.
I nod back like
I'm
so.
so sorry. I could not understand what the answer was. Somebody translate it for me.
He said the Vistani girl.
I'm going to hop into her head and speak in Vistani.
Just hers?
Just hers. What are you really?
You hear back. Just doing what I believe to be right.
Why?
I no longer want my people to live in fear.
Can I like roll insight to see if she's being
Roll
honest?
insight check.
You're not sharing those answers with any of us, right? This is an AV
Not yet,
conversation.
no.
Telepathically,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah. I'll be staring at the dead guy and poking it with a stick and making sure it doesn't come back to life as a zombie.
Zoot, I'm
22?
trying to
I'm trying
teach
to
you to dance.
the way and say a prayer to the morning Lord.
22. Yeah, Willa, I'm gonna text you.
You're gonna text me something?
Yeah, they
Oh my
can't-
God.
Oh,
They're not in there.
oh, we're doing secrets now.
Are you gonna Facebook message me?
Hang on, James, I'm gonna Facebook message you.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell Hector a secret. I'm gonna message you, Sam. We all got messages.
Good one, Basilisk.
Here, you know what? Now I'm gonna message you a secret.
This is really enthralling to watch for the audience. All of us texting each other.
Sorry.
James, are you actually texting me?
Okay, I'm just gonna message you back.
Hector is also interested in the
This
body.
is why on
He's
CR,
just like,
whenever
"Oh,
they do a whisper, they do an ad because it is riveting for the audience.
Hmm.
Super, super.
don't see
We can
that
do that too,
every day,
can't
do
we?
you, Iguana?"
we could. Ladies and gentlemen, Arkenforge. Sponsored by Arkenforge. Head to arkenforge.com and use the promo code QuelmarForge for $5 off.
The Quelmar Forge.
The Quelmar Forge. Promo code The Quelmar Forge for $5 off your order of a Master's Tool Kit. Right. So that conversation happens. And you just hear Esmeralda just kind of shake her head and we should go. Take what we can and go and find Ismark. If what
In the cart.
he says is true, we may not have much time.
So we'll need the cart. Do you have a cart?
And she just kind of cocks her head. Actually, come with me. And she just walks. She just goes. Do you all follow? Do you take a second? What are you doing?
I'm going to let everyone know that I am going to go back to the house and trance.
I'm
Wow.
gonna
Leave it.
take off. We're about to head out of town. I'm
We're
gonna follow her
going.
to a cart.
Yeah.
I mean, I could really use a rest.
We can rest in a cart, right? Probably.
As
I
long
mean,
as I can trans somewhere.
Roll.
That's fine.
Everybody roll a history check.
18.
16.
14.
23.
Okay, Winnie, Willa, Zoot. You all know Yester Hill is far,
Yeah.
so even by cart,
Yeah.
you're gonna be on the road for a bit.
Why
What
don't
are
we
the
stop off
chances?
at the windmill and deal with the other hags?
Oh, clearly we don't like that idea.
It's a wolf.
You said windmill, and Liana's dog went off. No.
It's on the to-do list.
Oh, wait, it is on the to-do list. You're right. We should be sticking to the list.
W comes
Yeah.
kind of late in the alphabet, though.
Well, no, it's not W. It's B for Bella's sister, which is one of the hags who was sister to Granny, one of the three in the coven, because I remember one of their names.
Oh, yeah, B is for Bella. We should be going there next. It was A, arrive in town. B, leave town and go to the windmill.
B, leave town, go to windmill. You all
Look,
are having
you
these
can choose to
conversations.
do
Esmeralda
anything.
is like booking it.
I'm with her.
Yeah,
I
Hector would be
I'm
with her.
following her.
I'm also following her. If
Fucking
we're
loud.
walking and talking.
Okay, so she sort of takes you back to the burgomaster's mansion or manor, and brings you around the side that you didn't see when you approached from the front, and there is a large wagon.
Oh, she has a Batmobile.
It is
Horses.
It is new. It looks new. There's a fresh coat of like bright purple paint. Its wheels are trimmed with gold. Lanterns hanging from all corners.
Uh-oh.
Red
That's
drapes
Lady Voctors.
are covering the windows.
Is it not Lady Voctors?
And she says, my home and means of travel. We take, and it will
Wonderful.
be tight with 5 of you, and you may need to. And she looks at you, Zoot, and you may need to ride with me in front.
I can do that. I did hear, however, that this one,
Pointing at Hector.
is very fast, so he probably doesn't even need a cart.
Not playing a monk this time, James.
Hey, you had 70 feet of movement that round, right?
One
For
round.
one round.
And she looks at the group and says, take an hour at most, and then we should go. Let's find supplies we need, things we can find. If there is no one here alive, no one will miss.
We need to deal with the windmill, though, because it's one of the shrines, and we need to, if we want a chance at beating Strahd, we have to bring back the Fanes. And that's one of the sites. It's some stones behind the windmill, but so long as the other two hags live there and inhabit it, we're not going to be able to purify
Is there
the
a reason we need to do that before the forest?
well, it's right here. Aren't we right there? Are we right near the windmill?
It was a long walk to the window. The
Oh,
window was
okay.
5 blocks.
Oh, it
It's
was by
on-
Velaki. Okay.
It's on the way, depending on which way you go. You know, you are right now. You're in the village of Barovia. You are in the far east of what you know to be kind of the general outline of the realm based on that rough map that Ismar drew for you.
The beautiful.
You know that
The pencil
Yester
drawing.
Hill is south of the winery, and the winery was pretty far west, like the farthest west you all had traveled up to that point. Esmeralda just
I
turns on her
vote-
heel and starts going and finding supplies. Do you all try to get what you can get? Okay, what are you looking for specifically?
Food.
I don't have any food. Yeah, I'm looking for.
Hector would look for weapons, armor, and any other kind of like valuables that might be able to be resold or bartered with.
I'm going for gold and clothes.
Looking for any magical items?
Okay.
And food. If there's anything that's not rotten. And I'm
I
not
like-
eating those people pies.
Like a +3 shield, maybe, or
Yeah, like if there was a sunblade in here somewhere,
Just a flaming sword of sunlight, that'd be good. Okay, everybody making investigation checks for me, please.
Show me the money! $19.
10. Flat 10.
0.
21.
Bala!
19. And that's with exhaustion.
Zoot and Isadora, you have a rough go of it. It seems like any food that you found was fresh at one point, not anymore. You're able to cobble together some food, probably enough for if you're feeding 6 people. With Esmeralda accounted for, you've maybe got 2 days.
12 rations.
You marking that's it?
I have 17 total now, and also I'll say,
And don't worry, if we really run out of food and we start starving, I got a couple of those delicious pies.
I don't want to hear it, think about it, and know.
Grandma love it, sweet pies.
It's almost as if someone would have given you something that could give you infinite amount of food, Zoot. That you didn't throw away.
Hey, I'm not the only one starving here. To look at everybody else, where's their infinite food?
No, I gave you an amulet that you threw away.
Willa, you find you're able to
Still mad over
cobble
that.
together. You've got a nose for gold. You find a few sets of clothing and some cloaks, some traveling cloaks that seem like they would fit most everyone. Probably not Zoot. You're able to cobble together one more day of rations just on your own, and you find about 450 gold throughout the various houses that you loot.
Nice. Thank you.
Winnie, nothing really magical in the homes that you have enough time to get through. You do sense there are a couple scrolls. You're not quite sure. You roll them open and there's some arcane script that you're not really able to decipher, but you sense that there might be some sort of magical effect on them that you may be able to discern with some time. You find 2 of those.
2 mystery scrolls. Got it.
Hector, you luck out because the first house you go into clearly occupied by some pretty skilled hunters who are no longer there and seemingly long gone. But the weapons they've left are pristine. You're able to find and take, really have your pick. There are multiple longbows, some heavy crossbows, some hand crossbows, 4 short swords, 3 daggers, and 2 throwing axes, along with enough arrows and crossbow bolts to last you for a good while.
I can jot all that down in that inventory. Let's see. Can you repeat that? Sorry. So you said
Several longbows,
several.
heavy crossbows, maybe 3,
Okay.
2 hand crossbows,
Okay.
4 short swords.
Okay.
I say 6 daggers,
I don't know.
and then 2 throwing axes,
6 daggers, 2 throwing axes.
and then arrows
Um,
and bolts for days.
For days. Any whips, shields, or armor?
I'd say with a 21, you find not in the armory, but in one of the chests in one of the bedrooms, you find a whip. You're able to scrape that together, and
Yes.
it's fairly well used.
Sorry, it couldn't have been in the stables, Tyler. Couldn't have been like sensibly in the stables.
There's no stables. These are humble hunters. They are.
Oh my god.
And more than
and
humble.
The armor is piecemeal. Nothing
Okay.
really substantial. There's some leather armor, some
I'll-
pretty
I'll-
light armor, light leather
I'll
armor.
I'll take that. I was gonna say, is there any studded leather or just regular leather?
Regular leather,
Regular leather. Okay, that's fine. And no shields.
no shields.
No shields. Okay. That'll do.
So Hector
I do have a
comes-
chance to talk.
Hector
as-
comes out of the house
No, I-
dragging
Just literally, yeah. Like,
all of these weapons, and Esmeralda just goes, "That is not all going to fit."
it's not the first time I've heard that.
She just rolls her eyes and walks away. Isadora, what did you want to do? You said you wanted to talk to Esmeralda? Oh, okay.
No, I've changed.
Okay.
I'm gonna waltz out with a bunch of clothes. And I'm gonna throw some at Hector. I'm gonna throw some at everyone else, some cloaks.
Yeah.
I have another day's worth of rations. And I got some coin.
What do you throw at me? Is my question.
I throw you the rations.
Ah, okay, I'll take it. I would have also accepted a hat.
Oh, I can give you a hat.
You found a
You
hat?
want a hat? Yeah. Can I give him a hat? Did I find a hat?
Yeah.
I throw you a hat that kind of looks like a cowboy hat.
Great. Zoot now has the cowboy hat, everybody. You heard it here first.
All right.
Um,
Esmeralda kind of looks over you all and says, "Okay, let's see how much we can fit." And she walks up to the wagon, and you hear her say, "Drovash," and 2 draft horses appear out of thin air, yoked to the front of the wagon. And the back hatch sort of opens, and a ramp comes down to the ground. Says, "Okay, you 4 inside, you," pointing at Zoot, "with me."
I assume you figured this out, by the way, but they're not actually my servants. That's a
I
comment.
figured, yes.
I'm gonna go in the wagon.
So you Isidore, you're first in the wagon. It is ramped. Have you ever seen the inside of like a plumber's truck? Like there's a tiny little middle aisle, and then the sides are just covered in tools and boxes and chests, and there are swords everywhere. There are musical instruments, pots, pans, wooden chests of locked and unlocked. There he is. A large wooden trunk sort of at the far back of it, that's got a cushion on top of it that's able to be a kind of rough-hewn seat for a couple of you. A large map of the realm is on one side of the sort of wall that's uncovered, and you're able to sort of see for a bit more clearly than Ismark's rough drawn sketch
Beautiful.
For the realm of
piece art.
Barovia.
of Barovia, not of Quelmar.
Like just the Barovian
Yes,
part of
yes.
Okay, gotcha.
And it's going to be tight for you all to fit in here. Isidore's in.
Stop.
Everybody mounting up?
Yeah. I climb in and try and like find a place to like curl up. But before I begin my trance, I'm gonna send a message to the people inside of the vehicle, except for Esmeralda, and say, don't trust her. Yet.
Understood.
And Zoot, you take your place next to Esmeralda on the front driver's seat, sitting over the two quasi-real draft horses.
Hey, those are cool. I wish
And
I could summon
she-
those.
Hitches the reins, and you slowly are back on the road, familiar road, out of the village of Barovia, down towards the Tsirpool encampment, where you first met Madame Ava
I'll
on your way to Yesterhill.
I'll lean over to Esmeralda and I'll say,
In the lands of Terrace, where I was born and raised, in many of the small towns I walk through, they have a saying that is fitting for these kinds of rides. They say, "Giddy up."
I say with my cowboy hat.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw! I
Yeehaw.
debated between
Yeah,
giddy up and
yeah.
yeehaw, but I'm gonna save the yeehaw for down the line.
Yee.
Yeehaw!
All right, everybody. You are on your way.
On the road again.
On the road again.
Just
Oh, we made it
can't wait
out.
to be on
Heading
the
out.
road again.
Gonna go rescue Isidora's man.
Checked off
Gonna go-
1/3 of 1/5. Nope, 1/7. We checked off 1/3 of 1/7 of the task we have to do. We should be very proud.
That's a lot to do.
Yes.
Oh, and let me put her.
Maybe it's only 6 things. 1/3 of a 6. Everything we have to do.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you for joining us. Sam, thank you for just being
Being
here,
a friend.
being you.
Yeah, I enjoyed my
Welcome.
first full session. Yeah.
Welcome to the campaign. And yeah, we will see where the road takes us. So we'll be back. Yeah.
When, Tyler,
Next
when
week,
will we
right?
be
We'll
back?
be back in a week.
Next Sunday.
Yes, we're back next Sunday.
Are we back?
1
next
week from today, same time, right?
Same bet
I
time,
thought we
same
were.
bet channel. Yes.
Yep.
We may be starting a little later because we'll be driving back from Philly, but we may be starting at 8, not 7:30. But we will be back.
Hey, 2 games in 2 weeks. That's a record for us.
That is, we're back, slowly getting back on track. Plugs. You got plugs.
Metagame's back next week for our second to last episode. We're almost done. Watch it.
Woo!
If you want to.
Metagame.
I'm sure if you don't.
Anything going on in PA?
Yeah. For the big one, I'll do the big one first, and that's QuellmarCon. The March newsletter just dropped. And in that newsletter, there's a bed. We have a bed that just opened up in the lodge. So if you've been dying to get a bed on site at QuellmarCon, one just opened up. So go steal that if you'll get the newsletters if you have a badge. If you don't have a badge yet, you got to go get yourself a badge, and then you'll be in the know, in the loop. Otherwise, yeah. So QuellmarCon's coming up 3 months. We've been announcing the silent auction, all the sponsorships and donations, some really cool dice and dice bags and other cool stuff. So go get your QuellmarCon badges. And also, yeah, that's about it.
Willow, that's
We
terrifying.
got Greedy Green, but that's not for the online people. Nobody here is playing Greedy Green.
Greedy Green!
That's worse.
Greedy
than-
Green!
All right, everybody. Well, we will be back, and until we see you next week.
Keep rolling those dice.
Bye. Good
Nice.
night, everybody.